One of my favorite things to do in Clash is experiment with new army compositions. So I came up with this one right here. We got Yetis, we got Super Wizards, we got Golems. We're going to start off with the Blizzard. Over the course of this video, I'm going to show you how to use this attack strategy to get those 3 stars, man. We're going to start off the Blizzard by getting that Town Hall taken out, man. The Town Hall is almost always my goal with the Blizzard, and because of that, man, on some of these, I will bring a Hound. Like in War, I will bring a Hound to get that blimp all the way in there if needed. If I was to do that, I would drop a few Yetis to get that done. Now right here, the Town Hall was on the edge. We didn't need a Hound, so I'm glad I didn't have it cooked up in this army. Now we're going to be trimming in the corners. This side over here, we got a Yeti and a Super Wizard. On the other side, we got a Golem with a few Super Wizards as well. Now we're going to be trying to get our way into the base. We have an open wall piece. A lot of times with this, though, I'm trying to bring a Super Wall Breaker in case I have to open up that first layer of walls. And then we're looking for some jump access that's going to get us where we want to go in this base, in this direction, man. We're moving towards this single. We're moving towards this scatter shot in the core. In fact, I kind of wish I would have dropped that jump a little differently to open up this scatter shot compartment instead of that single target compartment, because right now, all of my troops and heroes are avoiding that scatter shot like it is the freaking plague, man. Now on the backside, we got some skeleton spells coming in, leading in the Royal Champion. Gotta look, man, especially if you're gonna use this sort of attack in war, or you want to make sure you're not feeding your Royal Champion and the skeletons to a section that has like a multi-target Inferno and a hero, because the multi's gonna counter the skellies. The heroes, you know, can counter your Royal Champion. Now over here, we got a bunch of point defenses, single target Infernos, heroes without multi-target Infernos. All that stuff can be tanked really easily with skeleton spells, leaving your Royal Champion, look at this, full health, ability intact. Royal Champion's doing fan-freaking-tastic, and you still got 2 free spells to use just in case she ends up getting herself in trouble. In fact, look at this, man. The whole army at this point is almost gone. Look at those golems, dude. The golems never even popped. What did I even do to where my golems didn't even pop, man? I gotta think maybe something didn't go according to plan, because those golems are sitting there beating on a wall, totally wasted. Now we got the freezes to get through this single target Inferno, so it's not going to be an issue at all. We got one more expo remaining, and then it's just down to cleanup. So with this army, make sure you got a wizard and a minion left over for cleanup. Couple wizards if you want to be really sure you're not going to have to deal with any time fails. Next, base. They are totally tricking me into going for the Town Hall from this side over here, but you know what? I don't have a Hound in this army comp, so I have no choice. I have to try and go get it from this side. There we go. We got it down, and I'm not gonna make it. In fact, I screw up. I don't drop my invisibility spell in time. At this point, I just gotta hope I at least take down a scatter shot and maybe those heroes, because guys, I am not getting that Town Hall. We've activated it. We're getting some chains off to it, but there's no way those Super Wizard chains are going to be able to take it down. It just has way too many hit points. So if I want to have any chance, first of all, on this one, I was like, yo, that went horribly. I must not have any chance of actually tripling this one, right? Let's wait and see. We got a couple golems down, Super Wizards and heroes behind. Golems are tanking the hero damage. We had a king, we had a queen, we had a Grand Warden platform over there. So we had to get those golems in to tank that stuff. Now look at this. I opened up this wall and the golem didn't even go in there. I didn't even put any Super Wizards over there. Oh man, I'm already stressed out about this attack not getting the Town Hall down, so this is not going very well at this point. But we do save that Grand Warden ability for the last second of the Town Hall blast. That way, my troops are still invincible through a lot of this poison spell, and hopefully they're able to move past that and have enough health left to make a difference. Now, this is where the skeleton spells really come on strong. Look at this, man. This single target Inferno does not stand a chance. And if you follow her path around, we got point defenses, we got more single target Infernos on the backside, so this is actually not looking as horrible as I thought. Now, I had to bust through all my freezes to try and get that Town Hall down and still have somewhat of an army left, and that means I don't have any more freezes at this point. Now, we're going to start dropping those skeleton spells. We're trying to save them for this single target Inferno right here, and all these cannons, man, there's so many cannons in there. Heroes actually bust through. They're going to help out the RC. RC's health's down a little bit, but look at this unicorn, man. And mind you, this is only a level 4 unicorn. This is not a maxed unicorn, but she's going to start working on getting that Royal Champion health back up. Look at this. See if we can get back into the green. No, man, we got a builder hut out there. Now look at this. We have 1 skeleton spell remaining and a Royal Champion ability. Look at those builder huts, man, causing my Royal Champion to backtrack. This is going to be close. Now, key is I have to drop the skeleton spell before she comes in range. Right now. Get it? Yes! Alright, it tanked the single. I popped her ability to clear the path to the single and get some early damage on it. But look at that, man. Look at the beauty of those skeleton spells. The single target Infernos can just be overwhelmed by them. Alright, guys, the next base, once again, just like before, we're trying to get that Town Hall. Now, let's see this sweeper coverage. Doesn't really cover the edges very much, so I can sneak inside this compartment right here, and as long as I pop that blimp before it goes to... Oh, I remember I screwed up on this one. No, okay, it was another one I screwed up on. There was one I screwed up on by letting the blimp get all the way to the Town Hall, and it still actually went really good, even though my Super Wizard value was done as soon as the Town Hall popped. But here we go, man. This one, I forgot to drop the rage spell, man. This is like early morning, trying to hit Legends attacks sort of status right here. We finally get the rage down, and we got the Town Hall down. Now, let's look at the rest of this base, man. We see a ton of splash damage in here, so obviously, we don't want a Royal Champion to have to go deal with that if we don't have to. But at the same time, we got singles over here. Singles can be overwhelmed by Yeti mites, so it's kind of a toss-up where we want to send this stuff and where we want to be using the skeleton spells. Ultimately, I decided to come in from the side and really hope that I had some core help to deal with this heavy stuff right here. Now, Skelly spells are not going to be that effective at tanking that group, but in combination with the freeze spells, they can get some tanking done there if I need them to. Now, let's look for a good time to pop this Grand Warden ability. I mean, you know, this stuff's under a lot of damage right now, so honestly, I don't know, dude. It's going okay, but nothing paths over to that core to go help. So I figure I don't really have any chance other than to use my Royal Champion there. So we're just going to start freezing the core and see how much value I can get out of this Royal Champion with a couple of freeze spells. So far, we got one scatter down with the Royal Champion. Next freeze. Boom, we got another scatter down with the Royal Champion. Dude, this actually ended up being kind of crazy amount of value for a Royal Champion, especially if she gets that multi down too, dude. She took out both scatters and the multi. Unfortunately, she's going to die on this one because the unicorn died to all that scatter shot damage. But the rest of the army actually took out the rest of this base. And look at the remaining heroes, man. King's got a ton of health. Queen is actually staying behind him, so she's not going to die anytime soon. And just like that, man, we got another base tripled by this attack strategy. Oh my gosh, you guys, how common is this base, man? Obviously, I just need to get it right next to the Town Hall. Oh, this is the one I epically screwed up on. I told you about it before. I didn't pop the blimp in time. Those Super Wizards are so dead. I wanted to get a scatter shot too. That's obviously not going to happen now. Let's look at the health on them. They're down to about half health, but at this point I'm like, oh man, I screwed that opener up, dude. I'm in some big trouble. We got 2 scatter shots we have to deal with. We have so much splash damage coming down at the beginning of this attack. I ended up popping that Grand Warden ability almost immediately. Now, if you look out here on this edge, we've got a bunch of point defenses. We do have a multi in the core, but you know what? My troops have to go take out this scatter shot and these core infernos, so I really don't have any choice but to run my Royal Champion along this backside if I want to have a good chance of getting 3 stars. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We got Skelly spells leading in. Now, I do have some unused invisibility spells because of my big screw up there, so if I want to, I can place it on a really dense group of troops and keep them invincible from like multi or scatter shot damage, or maybe even if the king were to get locked onto by a single target inferno, which the fear of that is why I popped my BK ability early. I want to spawn a bunch of barbarians in that area to lessen the likelihood of him getting locked onto. And here we go, man. We still have a freeze spell. Royal Champion's doing good. Skeleton spells did a really clean job of tanking for her so far, so she's still got her ability. We have used the Skelly spells, but you know what? We've still got a freeze spell in case we need it for that last single target inferno. And luckily enough, man, my big push up top actually was able to get both those scatter shots down, in part because I got some early damage on them due to the chains from those Super Wizards. Now, we're going to go and drop this freeze, but don't drop it immediately. It takes the single a little while to ramp up, so I do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I drop the freeze after it's already locked onto her. That way you're catching it before it's ramped up, but not so soon that it has a lot of time to ramp up after, and just like that, base number 4 gone. And you can see, I screwed that opener up. So, you know, obviously, pretty decent strategy if you can screw up your opener that bad and still triple such a common base. We got yet another base that I've seen a ton of times, man. Once again, we're going in trying to get this Town Hall taken out. If we can grab a scatter shot at the same time, then even freaking better. Here we go, man. rages, invisibility spells, trying to get this town hall down. But now we're in a little bit of danger because the super wizards step into that poison damage from the town hall. Oh, we got one super wizard left. He does not survive that last bomb, but you know what? We got the town hall down. Unfortunately, these scatter shots were properly spaced away from the town hall, so I'm not able to get any chain damage in on those. So we still got 2 scatter shots in the core to get through, and notice I do bring 2 super wall breakers on these later raids, and ended up being really helpful for getting into these corner compartments, and then the first section before the area of the base where the jump's going to get us a ton of value. Now I choose to open up both scatter shots instead of opening up into the core to the Eagle Artillery because I really want to get that scatter shot taken out as early as possible. That way I hopefully have some Yetis to do some more tanking on the backside of this base. Of course, we're going to pop the Grand Warden ability in there, and then we're even going to be using up some freeze spells, trying to keep this scatter shot on ice, trying to save those super wizards. Now, our Royal Champion on the other side just took out the Queen with the help of a few Skelly spells. Skellies were tanking the Queen, they were tanking the single. They're doing an amazing job. We got our next group of Skellies down on the bottom, tanking even more point defenses out in front of that Royal Champion. But uh-oh, look at this. I maybe should have held on to that skeleton spell a little bit longer. We've got a King and a Grand Warden platform over here, so I can tell already at this point, Royal Champion is not going to be surviving this raid. Let's see how many buildings she can take out. We still have Yetis and super wizards wrapping around the bottom. Up top is going to become very important. Our Queen still has some health. Her ability should be able to pop. Look how low this Grand Warden building is, man. Oh my gosh, my RC got in some nice damage with her ability and maybe a shot or 2 on it as well. We got Yetis busting through, man. They still have Yeti mites in their backpacks, man. This is where the power of the Yetis come in, taking out these late defenses, dude. This one is going to be insanely close. Look at this. Queen is down. Warden is almost dead. Look at these Yeti mites, dude. Oh, Warden and Yeti mites for the triple, guys. It's a pretty fun attack strategy. I enjoy using it. Hope you enjoy it too. I'll see you in the next video.